Dream to be an IITN. Learn from IITNs. To be in AIMS, make it your aim. ICRA. Excel through education.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
So yesterday we did questions of decimal representation. Okay. Hope you have done the IDT for yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
What marks you got for that?
I didn't get marks, ma'am, actually.
You didn't get the marks? Okay, so that will be checked and that will be marks will be given to you then. Okay. Yes. So, do you have any confusion in that portion?
No, ma'am.
Were you able to solve all the questions of that IDT? For yesterday?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay. If you have any confusion for the previous class, you can very well ask the question in the next class. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So this I have already written the question here. You can see the question. Find three irrational numbers between the rational numbers 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. So you have to find three rational numbers between these two numbers. So what you should do to find out the rational numbers between these two numbers, what you can do, because the denominator are also not same, and you have to find the irrational numbers, and these are the rational numbers. So what you can do here, you can just divide these two numbers, okay, and between these two numbers, if the what are the numbers coming, you can write on your own. We can write on our own. So how we will do this? Let's proceed. Okay. So this is 5 upon 7. 5 upon 7. How you can solve 5 upon 7? So let's start. Okay. So I'm doing the division here. So whenever such questions are given where you have to find out the two rational numbers or three rational numbers between two rational numbers, it's very easy. Okay. But if you have to find out irrational numbers, then what you should do? Okay, that is the question. So what you will do? You will just divide these two numbers and get the answers. And between these two numbers, what numbers can come? You can write those numbers. Okay. What is 7? 4s are 28. Okay. Now, once you have got this one, it will again repeat from here, correct? It will again repeat from this level. It will again repeat from this level. Okay, it will again repeat from this level. So what we will do is we will just put this, we will just write the answer here. So what is the answer here then? 0.7142857. 285. 7 also we will not write because we will make a bar. Okay, so this is our answer. Now the second one. What is the second one? Second number is 9 by 11. Similarly, you can solve 9 by 11. So once we are solving 9 by 11 here, so it cannot be, so you have to put 1 0 here. Sorry, this is wrong. 1 minute. The subtraction is wrong there. 90 minus 88 will give you what? 2. Okay. 20 will be there. So this will be 1. Correct? Okay. Then again the same procedure will continue. Okay. We are saying the same procedure is continuing again. So what we will do here? We will leave it up till here and we will write the answer. What is the answer? The answer is this point here, correct? Point is there. Point 0.818. So we have the answer as 0.81 bar. 0.81 bar. So we have to find the numbers between these two numbers. Okay, we have to find the numbers, irrational numbers between this and this. So what we will write here? Irrational numbers, 3 irrational numbers. 3 irrational numbers between 0.714285 bar and 0.81 bar are what? You can write any. Okay. So you can see what will come after this 71. You can take it as 0. But it should end. It should not not get beyond 81. Okay, 81. It should not go beyond that. So what you can write here? You can write here 73253. This number. Then you can write here, but you don't write bar here. Okay, write like this. Then you can use 0.801235, like that. Any number can be there. Then the third number can be any number. Like what is the third number? Can you tell me what can be a third number for this? If you have understood the concept, you can very easily see. I will give you one such question as homework also. Yes, Nitya, can you tell me? Okay, you have typed in the chat box. 0. Yes, very good. 0.723456, like that, and it will go on. Okay. It cannot be non-terminating. It is it is non-terminating and not repeating for rational numbers, for irrational numbers. Okay. So this is done. This question is done. Like this, you can mark a question as homework. You have to write 3 irrational numbers. So the concept of rational numbers was told to you in the earlier class, and this time you have to write irrational numbers between 1 minute. I am telling, okay. One by 3 and 1 by 4. Okay. So these are 2 rational numbers. Between these 2 rational numbers, you have to write 3 irrational numbers. Okay. This is your question. Okay. This you can write down. So now we have done this much portion is done. So now we will go to the next. Okay. So yes, now what the next topic is? The next topic is we will try to find out the whether a number is rational or irrational. Okay, whether a number is rational or irrational depending on the just by looking at the number you have to tell. Okay, so can you tell me whether it is rational or irrational? Whether the number is rational or irrational. You have to tell me whether the number is rational or irrational. So, and you have to tell me the reason also. Okay. So, this is, however, topic is covered, but to make it more clear, this type of questions can also come. So, I am telling you. Root 225. So, can you tell me whether it is rational or irrational? Yes, Nitya, can you tell me whether it is rational or irrational?
Yes, ma'am.
Root 225. Root 225 is what? 15. Okay. And 15 is a rational number. So it is a rational number. Okay. And suppose I am giving you another number 0.3796. Is this a rational number? This is ending here only. At
Yes,
6.
ma'am, it is rational.
It is a rational number. Why? Because
Because it is terminating.
it is terminating. Rational number because it is terminating. So it is now clear to you that there can be any reason for a number to be a rational number, and sometimes it is given in the form of its property. Okay, so this is a property of a rational number, that it should be a terminating decimal. It can be a non-terminating one also, but it is always repeating. Okay, for example, if a number is like say 7.478, again 478. So whether it is a rational number or not, is it a rational or irrational number?
Irrational.
Why? It is a rational number. Why? Because it is
Because it's terminating.
also, it is not terminating. It is not terminating. We are saying that it is not terminating, but what? It is non-terminating, but it is
Repeating.
repeating. Okay. So don't get confused by this. In your answers may be possible, in your IDTs, this may be your confusion. Okay. Correct? Okay. And suppose you are getting this question. Whether it is a rational or irrational number, can you tell me? Can you tell me whether it is a rational or irrational number?
It is irrational.
It is irrational. Why? Because it is?
Because it is not terminating and not repeating.
Yes, very good. Because it is non-terminating and non-repeating. Okay. So I think it's clear now.
Yes, ma'am.
So if such questions are asked to you, can very well do. Correct? Yes. Now next type of question which we are doing, I think this is the third question, which we are going to do is express in the form of P upon Q. You have to express in the form P upon Q the given decimals where P and Q are integers. Sorry. Where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Q is not equal to 0. So what we will do here? What we will do here? Can you explain? Can see what we will do here is the question is 0.6 bar. Okay. So how will we write? How can we write 0.6 bar? We can write it like this. Yes,
Yes.
we can write like this. Now, can we take it as x? Yes. We can take 0.666 as x. Correct? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is our first equation. Okay. Now I am taking another number. I am just now what I am doing is I am now this point where you are seeing, it is after It is just before one number. Okay. So whenever you are having a decimal point just before the one number, that is from before 6 only. It is not here, not here. Okay, it is before 6. This means you have to multiply it with, what? So that you
10.
can get a proper number. You have to multiply it with 10 so that you can get a proper digit here. Okay, proper digit in a which is more than 0.66. Okay, just more than 0.6. So what do you want to do? What we can do here? We can just multiply it with 10. So when we are multiplying it with 10, what you will get here? Both these sides you will get here 10x is equal to this. This will
6.
move on to this. Okay. So it will become what? 0, 6. So no need to write 0 here. It will become 6 point. It will become 6.66. Correct? Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
0.6661. Okay. Actually, I forgot. You have to just to demarcate it. 6.666 like this. Okay. And this equation, can you take it as 2? Yes. You can take it as 2. Now what we will do is we have to find out what? We have to find out it is in the form of P upon Q. So what we will do is we will subtract. We will subtract the greater from the smaller. So which is the greater one from equation 1 and 2? Which is the greater one? Can you tell me?
2 is the greater one.
We have to subtract 2 from 1. So what you will get here? 10x. You will get what? 10x
9x.
minus x is equal to 6.6. What you can write for 6.6? You can just write 6 there. 6.6. You can write 6.66 minus 0.66. Okay. So what you will get for this? Only number 6.
6.
Correct? Like this. So what will be your answer here? Your answer will be 9x is equal to 6 and x will be equal to 6 upon 9. Okay. And this you can again write in the simplified form as 2 upon 3. So this is your answer. In this way you can transform a number into the form P upon Q. Now if we are getting another number, so I say this is the second part. Say 0.47. Okay, and 7 bar is there. Okay, so what is x here? This number 0.4777 like this. Okay, so now what we will do here? With which number we will multiply here? This is equation 1. Okay, so multiply by which number we should multiply it with?
10.
10 only, because we want 4 as the number. Okay, so what we will get here? What we will get here? 10x is equal to 4.777. Correct? And then next point is subtracting. Which one we will subtract? The same, subtracting 2 from 1. So what we will get here by subtracting 2 from 1? We will get 9x is equal to 4.77 minus 0.4777. Okay, like this. So what will be your answer here? This. So this will give you 4.3. Okay. This will give you 4.3. So our 9x will be what? 4.3 and x will be 4.3 upon 9. So this will be 43 upon 90. So 43 upon 90 is our answer. Okay. Have you got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we are moving on to third such type of question, which is a bit different. See, 0.001 bar. How will you solve this? The bar is only for this one. 0.001. How will we solve this? The same way. So here we have x as what? X as 0.001, again 001, like this. It will go on. Okay. Now we are saying that there is a decimal point, and after decimal point, 2 zeros are there, and the number is coming after these 2 zeros. That is, you have to put the decimal point here. Okay. So with what number you should multiply this so that you can put the 0 point there? The point can be shifted to
1000.
places. Yes. So multiply both the sides. Multiply both sides by 1000. So you are multiplying it by 1000. So what you are getting here? 1000x is equal to 1.001. Again, it's coming like this. This will be the second equation. So what we will do? We will subtract again. Subtracting 1 from 2. Okay. See, here also you should write subtracting 1 from 2, because this is not 2 from 1, this is 1 from 2. Okay. And if here also, if you have written like this, it is wrong, because you are always subtracting the smaller one from the bigger one. Okay. So always subtract 1 from . So it is subtracting 1 from 2. What we will get by subtracting 1 from 2? We will get 1000x minus x is equal to minus. Okay, this is our number. So what we will get here? Subtracting these two, we will get 1 only. And here it will be 999x. Correct? See, I am showing it in rough so that it's easy for you. Whenever we are subtracting it, we will be getting 1.000. Okay. So x will be what? 1 upon 999. So this is our representation as a rational number. So you can do this. It's very easy. Correct? Representation of a decimal number like this. So as one question, you can do this in the class itself. I am giving you. Can you do this one? 2.235 bar.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you do this question and tell me the answer. Okay. Once you get the answer, please tell me. Okay. So now I am also doing, you also do. So x is equal to 2.235 and 35 will be repeating. Okay. Okay. So what we will do here, as we have got one thing clear, that we have to make it a number which is different from this number. Okay. So what we can do is we can just multiply. We can multiply this equation 1 by 10 for first. Here we have to do two multiplications. Okay. So when you are multiplying it with 10, you will get 22.3535. Okay. And again, you can multiply the same. Okay. You can multiply the same. This is the second equation. Multiplying this 2 by what? 10 again. Okay. So why we are doing this? Because we have 3 5 as the repeating decimal here. Okay, so we have to multiply it again with 10. So we'll get 100 here. So we will be getting, okay, so this is your third equation. So now what we will do is we will subtract subtract 2 from 3. Okay, 2 from 3. So we will get 100x minus 10x is equal to, because we want a number before this. We want two numbers because there is a bar on two numbers. Okay, so 1 by 10 and 1 by 100 we have to. Okay, so when we are doing it by sorry, this is by 100. Okay, this is by 100, not 10. So this is the 1000x and this is with 2 to the. Why we are taking it by 100? Because we have now two numbers. We have two numbers before point that are repeating. We have to take care of the numbers which are repeating. Okay. So what we will do here is we will write here 1000x minus 10x. So this will be what? 990x. Okay. This is 990. This is 990x is equal to 2235. And after that it will be x is equal to 2235 upon 990. This is, sorry, 2235 minus 22. 35 minus 22. 235 minus 22. This will be giving you 2213 upon 99. So you will get the answer as 2213 upon 99. Have you got the same answer? It is not 221.12, it is 2213.92. You have to do like this. Okay. Why we are multiplying it with 100? Is it clear to you in the next step?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, because we have three numbers after this point. Okay. So after one number you have to put 10 and after two numbers you have to take 100. So that is why. Okay. Have you got this? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So if there isn't any confusion, see, in the same number we can take one more number like this 2.135 bar. If you are taking this number, how will you convert this? It will be like this 5, again 5, 5, 5 will go on. Okay. So now we are saying that this is having these much numbers. Okay. So what we will do here is that first of all we want to mark the point here so that we can get it just before 5. And then we will take another 10 so that we can get it here. The point is here. First we want the point here, then we want the point here. So to get the point here, what we will do? We will multiply this with what? To get the point after 3, we will multiply 1 by 100. Okay. So when you are multiplying 1 by 100, you will get this. Correct? Okay. And in the second portion, what we will do? We want the point here. We want the point here. Okay. So what we will do? Multiply this second equation by Second by, there is no point here, okay? This is only 5. This is 213.555. Now you should multiply 2 by what? 2 by 10. Okay. So when you are multiplying it with 10, you will get here 1000x, and here you will get 2135.55. Okay. So this is your third equation here. Correct? So now you have to subtract the second from the third. So subtract second from the third. So what is your third one? This one. So 1000x minus 100x. So understood what you have to do here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So you have to do like this. Don't do it in a panic. Don't be in a hurry. Try to first of all judge how many numbers are there in the bar. Okay. So now you can do like this. Okay. So you have what number? 1922. Okay. So you have 1000 minus 900, that is 1000 minus 100, that is 900x is equal to 1922. And you will have x as 1922 upon 900. This you can further, this is 2 9s are 18. Then 2 6 are 12 and 2 1s are 2. 961 upon 450 can be written as 961 upon 450. So I think it's clear now, correct? So if IDTs are getting such questions, you can very well do an answer, correct? Okay. Now, see, I am giving a question where you have to visualize a number on a magnifying glass. You know how to do this? These type of questions can come in exams, and these cannot be given on IDTs, okay, as Google Forms. This has to be only done. Okay, so this is in your course. I am just telling you that you have to depict this using magnification, successive magnification. So how will you do this? We will be discussing this in the class. Okay, so using magnification, you have to depict this number, okay, on a number line, So what is the solution for this? First of all, make a number line where a simple number line which we made. Okay, a simple number line where 1, 2 and 3. 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now you have 3 and 4. So can you say that 4 and 5? Okay. So, and here it is -1, -2, -3. Okay, -2. Now we can say that this number is lying between 3 and 4. Okay. So we will circle it. We will circle both these 3 and 4. So we will circle these 3 and 4. Now we will make another number line. Okay. So now we will take the next number from this number. So what is the next number after 3? After 3.4, it is 3.7. So 3.7. So what we will do? We will take a number from 3 to 4. Only 3 to 4. We will take a number from 3 to 4. How we will take that? 3.0, 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. We have to take 3.7. Okay. So 3.7, how will we take? 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9 and 4. So what we can do here? These 3 and 4, these are lying between which numbers? These are lying between the number 3 and 4. This is lying between the numbers 3 and 4. Okay. So now, which numbers we want? We want 3.765. So 65 is lying between which two numbers? 64. 64 will be lying between, 76 will be lying between which two numbers? 3.7 and 3.8. So now between these two numbers marked here, we will make a number line between these two numbers. So what will be our number line here? So our number line here will be between 3.7 and 3.8. So what we will mark here? 3.71, This point is 3.71. This is 3.72. This is 3.73. This is 3.75, 74, 75, 76, 77, and 78. Okay, so we have this 78 and 79. Anything it can go beyond. Okay, so we have this. Now we have 765. Okay, so 76. We have 765. So our number lies between which two numbers now?
3.76.
Yes, 3.76 and 3.77.
77.
So these two are our numbers. Okay. So now what we can do, we can again make a number line. So this is a concept of magnifying glass. Just like in a magnifying glass, you can see a small things into big, no? The same thing here. Okay. So it is 3.761, 3.762, 3.763, 3.764, 3.765. You can write up till, you can extend it. Okay. No need to write only up till these numbers. You can write extending 3.767 and 3.768 and 3.769 also can come. Okay. But our number is lying where? Our number is lying between these two. Okay. What is our number? Our number is finally located. Our number is this 3.765. This is our number. So in this way, we can say this is our point P, which is depicting our number in a by successive magnification on a number line. So is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if it is given that for example, if what we will do that if sometimes a repeating decimal is given to you and you have to depict this on a number line till 4 decimal places. So what we will do? What all we will take? I am not drawing the number line, I am just showing. So you have to depict this on a number line up to 4 decimal places. So what we can do here? Up to 4 decimal places. So I think the time is to get over, but I am just telling you this because here you can do one thing. You can just do it till here. Okay. So can you make this? Can you draw this?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can very easily draw this. Okay. So I think this is clear. So on the next class, in the next class, we will be doing operations on real numbers. Okay. Where we will be discussing some points relating to rational and irrational numbers, and also we will be discussing some identities relating to the real numbers. Okay. So in the next class, we will be doing that. That portion is a bit important, most important one for this chapter. So till now, you will be getting today's IDT. So solve that. And thank you for joining the ICRA class.
Thank you, ma'am.